musician, you're a guitar player.
Right.
So do you consider yourself an artist?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely do.
And so what do you think, what defines to you an artist in today's society?
To me, an artist is a person that creates something out of their passion. Someone like from a musician who writes songs that are about specific stories or, experiences in their lives. Or an artist could be someone that expresses, some vision that they've witnessed, and captured that on a canvas in a painting.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's true artists.
A true artist.
They're creating something out of their own passion, right?
Is it like telling the story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's the one emotion or the one character, I guess it's like...
Absolutely. I mean, songwriting is, you get to express yourself in many different ways, and you put those into songs. The words tell the story of the song, and the music creates that, experience, or moving experience that you've had around it, right? So when I write songs, maybe I come up with lyrics first, or maybe I have music first, but they both have to kind of match and own each other for that specific experience, right?
And have you ever thought that, what inspires you to write, though? Like, what's your muse? What's your muse?
Anything really inspires me. I mean, mostly, stories or experiences. If there's something a friend's going through, or maybe I went on a trip and I experienced a certain place or something that left an impression on me about something, then, I don't plan it. I don't think, okay, I've gone there and I've experienced that, so now I want to write a song about it. It just kind of happens, right? I just, a week ago, I just woke up one morning, went down to my studio, and I just had something in my head in the morning, and it was a melody about something, and I sat down and wrote a new song. Yeah, so it just happens.
So it just comes to you, right? So you get those moments in life when you just, as a musician, you just get, I just got to get my guitar and I got to start writing this song down, because you feel like if you don't...
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what the thing is that happens all the time is it always happens at the worst times. It's either late at night, I'm really tired, and I'm thinking, oh, I got this great idea, but I'm really tired and I want to go to bed. But you stay up, you have your little scratch recorder, and you capture that idea so you don't forget it. And then you come back the next morning and think, okay, is that good, or was it not good? And yeah, I really like that, and you finish it. Or, maybe it's early in the morning, or you don't have a lot of time. But it always happens at different things, or when you're in the car traveling somewhere. So it always hits you at different moments.
At different moments. And as a musician, do you write from the guitar? Do you write from the keyboard? Do you write just sometimes the lyrics?
Sometimes there are lyrics. Sometimes there's a melody that comes in my head, and I'm a guitar player, so I gravitate towards the guitar. But I've written on piano as well too. But mostly guitar. Mostly guitar. Right? Yeah.
Is it and when it comes to lyrics, is it poetry to you? Is that what you try to do with the lyrics, or you just try to get out what you feel?
I don't think I'm really concentrating on, okay, this is a poem. It's more about a story, and trying to tell that story in a couple of verses and pre-choruses and a chorus, right, and get it into that 3-minute segment. But it just kind of flows out, and I try and get my thoughts out in what I'm really, trying to experience or get out in that specific song.
Oh my God, that's cool. That's so cool. And when you write music too, as a musician, do you find that it's if you couldn't be a musician, if you could not write music or play music, do you feel that you would just die? It's like breathing for you?
Yeah, I've been doing music ever since I was like 12 years old.
Wow.
And it's a part of my life.
Yeah.
It's been a big thing in my life, and I'll continue to do it forever. And I've tried to gravitate away from it as well too, because I have a technical background as well too, but I always end up coming back to it. I can't let it go.
You can't let it go.
It's part of who I am. It's in my genes, in my DNA.
Do you feel that perhaps being an artist is part of your soul? It's like it's part of the soul.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when you sing, when I sing my songs, I feel them. Right, and there's a lot of passion and soul in them. Or when I sing other people's songs, I try to make them my own and understand what they're feeling. Right, so that's why you see a lot of good artists. You see some artists that are performing the song, but they're not really performing it because they don't doing it from the heart. And you see other performances of artists, and they're performing it, and you can tell that they've they're really singing from the heart and the passions in the music, in the song, in the words.
Yeah, that's good. So, in developing your craft too, do you practice a lot too as well, or?
Yeah, I play every day. I play
Every day.
guitar and sing every day, and absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is this part of it being a musician, is crafting and working on your ears and thing type of thing?
Yeah, more or less. More or less. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you've been a musician for how long now?
Since I was about
12,
12, 13 years old, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to say, for a while. What
Yeah.
advice could you give, what wisdom could you give to new musicians coming up, like as an artist yourself?
Music business is a tough business. I know a lot of artists have hopes and dreams of becoming the superstars.
Yeah.
But be prepared for a lot of, in the music business, there's 1,000% of rejection,
Yeah.
and there's, that little, 1% of positive feedback or, opportunities that take you somewhere. So because a lot of artists are up against so much going right from the start.
Okay.
So be true to your passion, be true to yourself, right? If an artist, I've seen a lot of different artists that try and change themselves because, oh, maybe this is what the market's looking for, or maybe I should try and be someone like this person, right? Be yourself, stick to your own style, and be yourself and be true to that and be true to your heart when you're doing it, and
That's
don't
a
give
great
it up.
Success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a that's a great wisdom, because you have no idea how many artists have said that, to be true to yourself as an artist, and that the reflection of that art actually becomes much more personal, but not only much
Absolutely.
more unique. Eh?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So many bands fall in that trap where they tried to be like U2. When U2 came out, everybody tried to be like U2,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of looking inside their own voice and their own. As a musician, too, like, when it comes to ethics, we have to ask this question about ethics, obviously, because this is always. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you had to draw the line ethically as a musician, or it never really happened? But where would you draw the line to ethically?
Again, it comes back to being true to who I am. I mean, if someone offered me a deal but wanted me to go play, hip hop, right?
Yeah.
When I'm clearly not that. I'm more of a country rock, new rock kind of guy.
Yeah.
But we're offering me the moon and the stars for it. Ethically, that's not who I am in my heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty tough. So, but no, it just comes back to being true to who you are ethically. Yeah. And maybe having my music used for the right purposes, right?
The right purposes.
Instead of it being used maybe for something maybe that I don't believe in, right? Because that happens a lot with more famous artists where their music is used for different things.
No, like I found your lyrics in your album, your album too. They're very positive about it, and they're very
Absolutely.
reflective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever had a song where you wanted it was all negative, or would you write that type of music at all?
Well, I've written the heartbreaking songs. There's a lot of heartbreaking songs, but I guess it's just, I was years and years ago. I was putting out a lot more softer kind of adult contemporary type of music, which was very, very heartbreaking and very moody and stuff. But I guess that journey kind of takes you kind of what's happening in your life, or kind of what you're exposed to, or what's happening around you. This new record, Middle Ground, is a very positive record. It's it's based on great stories, great experiences, and the single Thrill of the Ride is just about life and how great it is, right?
What's your proudest moment as a musician?
My proudest moment as a musician, jeez. Well, just being able to, I guess, there's a few of them. Yeah. Being able to put out music and do what I'm able to do, with the God-given talent that I have. And when I started off in music, when I was a kid and growing up, it's been a big part of my life, and that's how I met my wife, through my music as well too. So music has given a lot to me in my life, all through it, and it's still giving.
Yeah, and your wife's one of your inspirations, I would gather, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's good. And is it important for also in your relationship to have somebody supporting you too in what you do musically?
It definitely helps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely helps, yeah.
No, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. There's been an undying support from my whole family and my wife and everything right from the beginning.
So do you have fun when you perform as a musician?
I love performing. It's a natural high, and you feed off the energy of the crowd when you
Yeah.
perform, right? And when you're performing your own music and they're even gravitating and loving that even more, it's even
Gives
a
you
greater
better
thrill,
feel,
right? Absolutely.
Yeah. And so and I want of course I have to ask you because this is what will be your legacy. What legacy do you want to leave behind as a musician?
Legacy for me would be to, hopefully leave behind some great music that people can listen to, generations from now, and hopefully enjoy, understand through those music and the lyrics a little bit about me and who
Yeah.
I was as a
Yeah.
person, as an artist, and enjoy that, and hopefully put a positive spin on what they hear out of that music, and how it relates back to life.
So it's
right?
like if the like let's say the world collapsed or something like that, and a lot of people died and some alien race came down and saw Patrick Dune CD inside the earth, and say, hey, who's this Patrick Dune guy, you would want to leave some kind of like story behind, I guess. Is that what it is?
Yeah, absolutely. If people can listen to my music generations from now,
Yeah.
and be able to, experience and maybe feel the experiences of the songs, the way that I've recorded them, then that's great. And obviously, I can leave it behind for generations of my family and friends and fans as well too, to just see who Patrick Dune was and what I was all about, and where my mark was left. Right.
That's right.
Tennessee mountain air. Oh, I can still smell your hair. So all I wanna do is call you baby in the Tennessee mountain air. The Tennessee mountain air. Oh, I can feel it. The day's coming soon. 'Cause all the roads I'm on, they lead me back to you. The Tennessee mountain air. Won't you take me back there? But I could so much easier for you and me. The Tennessee mountain air. Oh, I can smell your hair. 'Cause all I wanna do is call you baby. 'Cause all I wanna do is call you baby. The Tennessee mountain air. The Tennessee mountain air. The Tennessee mountain air. Take me back, take me back, take me back.